Khawatino Hazrat, as we say it in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and the zillennials who are attacking Pakistan from the Western Front, welcome to the Almost Serious Show. And everyone who's just here to see if politics can actually be funny, welcome to the Almost Serious Show. And I am your own very host, Munib Hamid. I know. Tonight we're going to talk about the nation's hottest headlines and roast them like a Karachi traffic cop in June gets roasted. Salute to the traffic people. I swear. Man, what a week it has been so far. We've got flags going political, founders going missing, and provinces competing with the world, apparently by running in the opposite direction. You know who I'm talking about. So buckle up. We are going to talk about that. But yesterday, I made a promise to the memers of Pakistan that tonight, on the episode of the Almost Serious Show, we are going to celebrate the memers of Pakistan. And I've got so many memes here. And these memes destroyed our enemies before, even faster than our Shaheen could. They did them bad, they destroyed them psychologically, and they had them so confused कि भाई किस कौम से जंग लड़ रहे हैं, हम उनको डरा रहे हैं, धमका रहे हैं, और ये हमारे बारे में memes बना रहे हैं. So this one is going to be an appreciation segment for all the memers of Pakistan. This is for you guys, and I think the memers of Pakistan, they deserve a big round of an applause, right? Absolutely. So we selected the best memes that we thought are really funny and very good memes. So there's a Rafael market crashed, $10 share, $800 million loss. Just look at this video after losing from Pakistan, how France reacted. And just another one. So just look at this video. People call it Naan Force, parade, Naan Force Parade. And somebody made this. The Afghanistan Navy. Oh my God, seriously. Just look at this. They are on high alert. This is the Afghanistan Navy on high alert and are going to attack Baghdad and Karachi. Another video of our fighter jet. Says, "Bhai, tu base chal, main naan walon ki fielding set kar aaya." Pakistan Air Force. So, we fed tea to Indians and we're feeding naan to the Afghans. Someone shared this video and said कि हमारा India कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ पाया, ये नमक हराम क्या चीज़ है. And just look at this picture. So it's Modi and some, French guy. Modi is complaining to the guy, "Sir, झूठ नहीं बोल रहा, डब्बा खोलते ही टूटा हुआ निकला है." He's speaking about the Rafale. Oh my God. Another one says, Iram, she shared this meme advising Indians. Dear Indians, Karachi पर हमला करना हो तो मोबाइल फोन्स इंडिया में छोड़ कर आना. And the last one, I think we have a last one. Or I think we have a bit more. So, Jaisir Shahbaz tweeted, "Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, and Indian government for proof." He's absolutely right. And another meme says, "Indian social media and news channels have apparently destroyed all of Pakistan. Only my house is left, and I'm posting from here. Pakistan Zindabad." So this was the segment I promised for the memers of Pakistan, and I think there should be a national award for the memers of Pakistan, and I think we should all give them a round of an applause because they deserve it, because they defeat the enemies before our jets, before our missiles, before our bullet reaches them, on the digital front, on the media front, and you guys all deserve a salute. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now move on now. So, apparently in Khariam, a school decided to celebrate patriotism, lekin Sharif style. So they raised two flags, one the Pakistani flag and the other with Maryam Nawaz's face on it. Yes! Apparently, they thought one flag for the country, one for the campaign. Imagine being a student there and, sir, do we salute both the flags or whichever one's trending today? And this happened right after the Independence Day 2025, and that forgot to include Quaid-e-Azam's picture. Bro, how do you forget the guy who literally made the country? That's like celebrating Christmas and forgetting Jesus. People got so mad, the Ministry of Information ordered a probe for a missing photo. We can't find inflation, but don't worry, we're hunting down a JPEG. So in 1 month, Quaid disappeared, and in the next, Maryam Nawaz, the savior of Punjab, who gifts the people of Punjab from the tax money of the Punjabi people, Maryam appeared on the flag. At this rate, our flag will soon come with a caption, sponsored by whoever's in power, right under the crescent. Somewhere up there, Quaid-e-Azam's just, face palming like, I said unity, faith, discipline, not filters, flags, and fandoms. Allah bakshe hamare Quaid ko. He blessed us. He worked so hard for this country. To see these people, take him off the flags and put their pictures in the flags. Another very interesting story, and I'm sure you guys are going to love the story even more than Maryam Nawaz's flag being raised at a school in Khariyan. This story is coming from Sindh, and apparently Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, the chairman of Pakistan's Poor People's Party. So he says Sindh is competing with the world. Wow. Oh, wow. We should add that meme here. The black guy, the black bald guy. It's like, oh my God. Wow. So, unbelievable. I'm in a shock. So the Sindh government is competing with the world's most advanced nations. And I thought, bro, which world are we talking about? Because it's definitely not Earth. Because if this is a competition, Sindh is running a 3-legged race while the world is doing the Olympics. So we decided to bring out some facts for Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and for the people of Pakistan. So let's talk about education. The global competitor, right? So let's start with education. PPP has ruled Sindh for over 15 years. That's longer than some political promises last in Pakistan. They've spent rupees 1.92 trillion on education, and the results are, well, you know that meme? Expectations versus reality. So there are 26,000 schools. So in Sindh, 26,000 schools don't have drinking water. 19,000 have no toilets. 31,000 have no electricity. 21,900 lack boundary walls. 36,000 have no playgrounds. 47,000 schools have no laboratories. So basically, kids are learning under trees, making volcanoes with mud, and conducting chemistry experiments with hope. But Sindh is competing with the most advanced and developed nations of Pluto. And the literacy rate. In Sindh, the literacy rate dropped from 58% in 2008 to 57.5% in 2025. So that means the literacy rate, every 7th person in Sindh is illiterate. आसान अल्फाज में जाहिल कह सकते हैं. So technically, Sindh is progressing, but backwards. Backwards. So I think maybe Bilawal Bhutto Zardari must have wanted to say that Sindh is definitely competing from, is aligned with the most advanced nations from where they began, from the Stone Age. Congratulations, that's innovation. Wow. And ghost schools. So many ghost schools. Netflix called asking if they can shoot Stranger Things Sindh edition. Now let's talk about the healthcare. A world-class system. Rupees 1.14 trillion spent on health over the last 15 years. Rupees 300 billion spent only in the year 2024 and 25. Hospitals without medicines, no ambulances, no burn wards outside Karachi. In Larkana, 60 children died of AIDS. Yes, AIDS. Kids, the healthcare commission, non-functional. They outsourced hospitals to NGOs like the PPHI and the MERF because who needs a government accountability when you can play pass the problem? And 41 trauma centers planned since 2013, still only on paper. Definitely Sindh is competing the world with the most advanced nations with paper. They have everything on the paper while the advanced nations have built him. It's like paper trauma centers. That's next level. That's next level medical innovations. Now let's talk about forest and environment in Sindh. Green or gone. Meanwhile, the forest's gone. The forests are gone. Around 2.8 million acres of land encroached or has been logged. World is planting trees. Sindh is like, no, let's sell them as firewood. It's more profitable. This is what they have done to Sindh. And they have the audacity to say that they are competing against the world. Let's talk about law and order. Streets of adventure, rupees 1.26 trillion spent on law and order over 15 years. And the streets crime is basically a spectacular sport. You can get robbed twice before you finish telling your mom the story in Karachi. That's why, the meme, it said to the Indians, if you come to Pakistan with your armed forces, you can have your guns, but do not bring your phones. The police in Sindh is politicized. Public safety is compromised. But hey, at least the police have paperwork. Floods, nature versus the bureaucracy. Remember the 2022 floods? Millions were affected. Crops were destroyed. Villages were submerged. And you'd think the government would help. Instead, photo ops, ministers standing knee deep in water, cameras clicking, while the locals are like, bhai, you're literally standing on my roof. Get me out of the water. You're standing on my roof and taking photographs. Compensation and housing schemes still pending, still waiting. Meanwhile, the world wonders why advanced nations are laughing at our policies. Now, let's talk about the industry and jobs. Dreams on pause, Industrial projects like the Mineral City, the Agri-Industrial City, Ghotki Industrial Estate, all have been announced and none have been completed. Welcome to Sindh. Recruitments are plagued by fake domiciles, jobs promised, they're delayed, and imaginary jobs. and people just keep waiting. Competing with the world. So Bilawal says Sindh is competing with the world. Yes, globally. Literacy stagnant. Schools without basic facilities. Hospitals are underfunded. Flood victims are still waiting for their checks. Forests have completely been erased. If this is the competition, Sindh is playing snakes and ladders while the world is going chess on Mars. The people of Sindh, tough, resilient, patient, surviving corruption, floods, and power cuts that last longer than a 15-year government term. They don't need slogans. They need roads that don't drown, schools that actually teach, hospitals that actually heal, and leaders who stop saying we are competing with the world and start fixing Sindh. So next time someone says Sindh is competing globally, just smile and tell them, हाँ भाई, Wi-Fi चल जाए तो Silicon Valley दूर नहीं. This is unbelievable stuff happening in Pakistan. But the fact is, Sindh is definitely competing in one thing, and that is corruption. And they're leading it. And this is for the people of Sindh. Wake up. Wake up and stand for yourselves and get rid of such politicians who are living in their own fantasy zones and have made you a slave of themselves. We need to stand up for Pakistan. And Sindh is our very precious province, which is being destroyed inch by inch. And all of Pakistan needs to start making noise about it. All of the memers need to exposing the corruption, and all of the Pakistanis using social media need to speak up, and they have to reject these fantasy zone living politicians who have been lying to us and who have been exposing us, using us, exploiting us for their own personal gains. And that's the bottom line, because The Rock said so. For Pakistan we live, and for Pakistan we die. Full stop. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me patiently on the Almost Serious show tonight. Let's pray for Pakistan. Pakistan is going through a very difficult time. We're being attacked from the east and we're being attacked from the west. And I just simply do not understand a single thing that is about the Afghans on the west. So the Afghans on the west are basically Muslims, and they have called upon a jihad against the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, which are also Muslims, the only nuclear power, Muslim nuclear power in the world, and they've called a jihad against us while they're sitting with the idol worshippers in India.